Welcome back, everyone, to episode 7 of Upper Lake Farms 24-day seasons, 10x speed. Where we left off, going to continue fertilizing with a good old-fashioned smelly slurry. I didn't have a chance to do so much on camera this time, or off camera, shall we say. So I went ahead and I'm just going to re-up it from here. Let's get set up here. I hope everyone's doing well today. Because I know I am. Scoot up so I can drive a little bit here. And, yep, we're just going to keep slurrying away here. And off we go. So, yep, we're going to continue to put down some slurry and move right along here. Keep this bad boy going. I got a few more things I want to build in the yard. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll just slurry this episode. It's a little busy today. A lot of things going on in my household. So, we are, still recording late evening and trying to pick our times, but like I said last time, I switched over to from the original OBS is what I was using to Streamlabs OBS, which is basically the newer version, and I'm really liking it a lot as they say. Yep, and I like the texture of the slurry on this field. This map. It's pretty cool. It actually fills in the furrows. And so, yep, we're rocking and rolling and still doing stuff around the house. Like I said, it got cold. Again, winter made its big bad return. We had like 65-degree weather there, and it turned back cold. And I don't know. It's the way it's been forever and a day. It's called the Northeast. Anybody who's ever been here, visited here, knows. My son lives in Alabama, and he says, "Oh, it's 70 degrees here." I said, "Yep, it's 12 here." And he just laughs every single time. It's just funny to me. My goal is to get as much, trying to keep all of my Let's Plays to a little bit shorter than in the beginning. I may go a little bit longer on my realism Let's Play, just because at 1x speed there'll be 55 million videos for one day, and I don't want that. I want to kind of keep it moving, but on the same token, I'm not going to give up what I wanted to start on it. The slurry's not going fast because I have it set at 100 spray rate. I put, like I told you guys the last time, I put the spray rate in there at 100 because we didn't have much. Now, after a while, when our cows, we've got so much slurry built up, I'll increase it. I think in real life it would be equal to about 225, 200 or 225 realistically in real life, because it does go really fast when you're spreading it on a field. So that's what we'll do. I don't like on this sim dashboard where the button to turn the implement off. First of all, I wonder if that's making a difference. That stupid lid was open. You'll hear my steering wheel every once in a while. I'm going to put my controller down so that I can just use my steering wheel again. I'll just talk for a while. But I was just over at checking out Raznik's stream. He's doing a Let's Play on Emerald Coast live stream. So if you get a chance, he said he'd be on quite a while tonight. Get a chance to go over, check out his live stream. I think he posts them on YouTube afterwards. And you'll see my name in the comments. I comment once in a while. I'm usually a lot more active, but like I said, knowing I was going to record, I don't too. But afterwards, when I get this up and I start rendering it for YouTube, I'll get going with it. And let's see, hopefully within the next 2, I'm guessing, in-game days, we'll have this slurried. Then we'll lime it, and then we'll slurry it again, and then we'll cultivate it, and then we'll seed it. And then probably, because we're 5 days into early spring, there's only 8 days. 24-day seasons is 8-day transitions. So 8 days it'll go from early spring to mid-spring. And that way, I mean, once we get that, you'll start seeing the grass grow a lot more. Oh, so much better with my steering wheel. Trying to do it with a controller is just, I don't know how I ever did it for so long without a steering wheel. I was playing Truck Sim earlier today, and I wondered why that kept beeping. Yeah, I was playing Truck Sim earlier today, and I thought to myself, man, I couldn't believe all those times. I mean, the game's it's an older game. It came out, I think, in 2016. But all those years, I just used a controller, and I thought, wow, I never thought in a million years of how much different steering wheel pedals and a shifter makes. So, I'm not sponsored by anybody or anything like that. So if you ever get a chance and get the money saved up, buy yourself a steering wheel for Farm Sim or for Truck Sim or any racing game for that matter, because it brings a whole level of realism into it. And as you guys see the difference, 3 passes ago I was using a controller. Even though I'm on PC, I have a controller hooked up, and switched over to just using the steering wheel and pedals now, and it's a completely different gameplay feel. So, I would highly recommend getting them for any kind of driving game. Snow Runner, Mud Runner, Spin Tires, any of those kind of games, you have to play with a steering wheel. NASCAR, any of those games, just so much better with a steering wheel and pedals. Now, granted, my steering wheel and pedals are a little bit more on the expensive side due to the fact that I wanted to buy the best that money could buy. So mine is a 3-pedal setup with a clutch, and it mounts to the bottom of my rig so that it doesn't move. Because unfortunately with most setups, if you put it just on the floor, unless you're using it barefooted, using it with any kind of shoes on, it pushes it all over the floor, even if it's on carpet. So mine is a little bit more expensive setup with the whole rig. I have an actual rig that's set up, and my microphone's mounted to it, and my sim dashboard has a setup where it's on a mount, and I can turn the screen and move it up and down and angle it wherever I want. My shifter's mounted on it. So it's kind of neat to sit into this and sit like a recording, but not everybody is going to be able to afford that. Realistically, all you really need is for a PC is a mouse and keyboard to play it. But you don't have to go out and buy a $60, $65 controller either. A $20 Xbox controller works just fine. And it always has. Not everybody goes the setup that I have. Unless you're planning on doing the YouTube videos and things like that. Everybody who knows me from my modding sites know I post a lot. I post a lot of pics. I post a lot of... So over the last, probably, I'd say, 6, 8 months, I've been posting probably thousands of pictures a week. And I just recently got set up with the videoing because I didn't. That stone's in a weird spot. I guess that kind of makes it interesting. I just got recently set up with it with the recording because I was able to record before, but I was not able to record in high def, and it just kind of sucked a little bit. And let me see if I can back up one-handed. Been practicing. Because usually I have both hands on the steering wheel. It's gonna make me do that. Yeah. But yeah, so it took me probably the best part of almost a full year to get everything set up. I was, ordering it, and then it was delayed, and then this whole craziness happened over the last year, and a lot of stuff delayed, a lot of stuff, and then the holidays hit, and you're buying gifts for other people. And I also wanted to, because I was able to record before, but probably in 720p, and it was just not up to what I wanted. When you're trying to record on a laptop, it doesn't really get the same quality as my 165 hertz monitor and the keyboard and mouse and the setup that I have. It wouldn't be a video unless I cleared my throat. I did that one on purpose, but when you start getting up to 2080, the graphics cards and things like that, they get expensive. And it's just, you can buy a cheaper rig pre-bought, but if you're planning on recording and you're planning on doing the things that you need to do for a YouTube channel, you need, unfortunately, a little bit more expensive of a setup. And I mean, anybody can do it, even with just and nowadays the new laptops are even quite powerful. But I mean, I was watching. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna do last pass here, I think, and then we'll wrap it up. I was watching DJ Goham yesterday, and he was going over his setup. It was one of his older videos. I mean, he's got over a $5,000 setup in his computer. And that, to me, is why, like we talked about in one of the first videos on Flint Hills, to me, the consoles have it made because they're just plug and play. You just plug it in, put the game in, and play, and that's it. And if you digitally download it, you don't even have to put the game in; you just play it. So that's kind of cool too. But when you get into PCs and they're so specific on the parts that you buy, like if you want a game or if you want to stream, like a streaming setup is not the same as a recording setup. They're completely different setups. Streaming doesn't take nearly as much bit rate as it does to record. So you have to have a little bit more powerful computer to record the higher videos. Fortunately for me, I can do both if I wanted, which I may, but I don't know if I have the following yet enough to do streaming, which I may. I don't know. I talked with the wife a lot about it, and she sees all these horror stories out there, and she just doesn't want me to get involved with the whole on camera. So if I end up doing streaming live, it will not be with me on camera, not for a while, not until we make sure everything's copacetic and safe and things, because you see all these things about swatting and things, and it makes me a nervous wreck. I don't want to be. I'm old. I'm an old dude. I don't want people showing up at my house playing that kind of game. Alrighty, quick 15-minute videos. Boy, it's 15 minutes already. And that's it. So go back to my other screen. shut this off. Pick up my controller. The controller now, on the other hand, helps you immensely to move rather than a keyboard and mouse. I like the new dirt textures. And the one thing I did notice about this map is when you do plow, as you can see by the tires, they go in and out of the furrows, which is nice. The map author did a good job. But I'm going to do a little more exciting things. I figured out how I'm going to be able to get my YouTube quality up to 1440p earlier than what they would let me. So, all right, as my parting gifts go, look out for each other, look out for yourselves, look out for your family. That's important. Always say it. And just enjoy the day. And I just want to thank everybody for continuing to support, like and subscribe, share. This is a community thing. We're going to make sure we all stick together and take care of each other. And as I always say, I'll catch you on the flip side.